What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to reset or refurbish a locked Nissan Smart Key using your Xhorse Keytool. Now, the purpose of this video is when a Nissan Smart Key, I'm specifically talking about OEM, when this is used on a vehicle, you are not able to reuse those on a different car. Their boards will lock up. Now, if you have a Keytool or an autel Cam 100, you have a wire with both these devices. This is your remote renew wire, and you can unlock these keys for future use on different vehicles. It's a pretty straightforward process. What we'll do to get started is we've got our Keytool. The menu here, we're going to go to special function. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you guys that this key is locked. So I take the board out of the key already. I'm going to take the board and put that in our antenna. We're going to go to transponder clone and demonstrate that this is a locked transponder. We'll hit read transponder. And there we go. As we see down here, it's our chip type and our lock status shows locked. So now we can go ahead with the remote renew. What I'm going to do now is go to special function. Our second option, remote renew. We'll find Nissan, and you're going to want to select the specific key you're using. Now this is for about a 2020 plus Nissan Altima or Maxima, and it is our 5 button. So we're going to go to our 5 button option here. Now that picture isn't a 5 button, but what we're going to look for is our connection diagram. Make sure we're dealing with the same type of board. So I should be able to blow this up a bit. If we notice here, we've got this side, and then we turn it over, and our chipset is matching there at the top. And I'll zoom in closer so you guys can see what that looks like. So now what we have to do from here is take our remote renew cable and hook it up according to the diagram. We're going to take our yellow and brown wire, it's the white one, yellow and brown, and then if we notice here on the chipset, we're going to plug the brown wire here and then the yellow wire next to it. Now these cables have solder already on the edges of these, so what you're looking for is enough heat to get them to connect to the board. You don't want to overheat them, you can burn the board. And then on our other side, which would be flipped over, we're going to hook up our positive to the positive terminal and our negative to the negative terminal where the battery touches. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to solder on camera, just to make sure I can spend the proper time and care to get that connected right. I'm going to come back with this soldered, and I'll show you how it should look connected, and then we'll continue our remote renew process. Alright, you guys, we're back. We have our Keytool renew wire all soldered up to the board according to our diagram here on the Keytool. So we're going to double check that here. We've got our brown and our yellow wire. It's going to be hard to see on the board itself, but there's our pinout for that. And then on the other side, we're going to be our positive and negative terminals. So here's what it looks like. We've got our brown and yellow wire hooked up there. I do recommend getting yourself they call them helping hands. They make the world of a difference when it comes to soldering things, especially small items like car key. And then our back side, we got the positive and negative. So if our connections are all good, if we've done everything we need to, all we should have to do is go back on the Keytool and hit our unlock button. So we'll hit unlock. We'll check the key for us. Now it says renew failed, check PCB number. We're going to check our connection and try again. Alright, I went ahead and rechecked our connections here. I redid the yellow and brown wire. They might have been touching or something astray with that, so we'll go ahead and retry this. We'll go back to our 5-button smart key. We're going to go ahead and hit unlock. Refresh successful. So that was definitely our issue, is we had this, wasn't either all the way connected right, or they were touching, so just be mindful of that. So let's go ahead and close out of this menu. I'm going to take the cable off the board. I've got it plugged in down here at the key tool, so I'm going to back out of all this. I'm going to get our wires out, and then I'll show you the key status now that we've renewed it. Alright, so we got our key disconnected from the harness. We took it off our helping hands there. Now what we're doing is just applied a little bit of the heat to get the cables off there. We're going to go ahead and check the status now that it's been refreshed. We'll go back, put our key tool in the antenna here, and go to transponder clone and hit read transponder. Alright, so this is what we want to see here. We've got our chip type, and now our status shows unlocked, whereas at the start of the video that was locked. So now what we can do is put this in a new case and sell it as a refurbished key. Just keep in mind how to do this process. Both the Keytool Max and I have another video with the KM100, they both do this very straightforward. It's a great way to save money on buying keys and making sure you don't waste a product. So I hope this helps. Thank you guys for your time.